Hi everybody, hope you're enjoying your weekend. This is a very quick TNT to bring you up to date with the latest in the new travel and arrival regulations which are being introduced. Now they have been confirmed because the Transport Ministry and the Civil Aviation Authority of Thailand have sent these guidelines to inbound airlines into Thailand, and this all takes effect according to the announcement from the Transport Minister at 1 a.m. on Monday morning. These new rules will apply to you. Now there's about 9 things to go through, so I've got my trusty iPad here and I'll read them out one by one. Now the one that I think bothers a lot of people is the number 1, but they have sort of modified it a little bit and there's a bit more information. So this is what I know, and I'll do my best to bring you up to date. All passengers over the age of 18 years must show proof to their airline of at least 2 COVID-19 vaccines. Alternatively, passengers could present a letter from a doctor certifying that they've recovered from COVID-19 between 7 days and 6 months. So if you've had COVID in the last 6 months and you've got a doctor's certificate stating that, then that would suffice. Or if you've got a medical certificate from a doctor saying that you're unable to get a vaccine. So maybe you know a friendly doctor, or maybe that's the situation with you, but you're going to have to bring those certificates with you, and you're going to have to present either those certificates or your COVID-19 certificate saying that you've had at least 2 doses at check-in before you even get on the plane. So it's not an argument that you're going to have once you get to Thailand. This will all be checked in at the check-in. Now there's a list of approved vaccines, and I'll put a link to this article underneath or in the description of this video. Now vaccines must have been at least 14 days before departure. So you can't just rush down to your doctor tomorrow, get vaccinated, 2 vaccines, and then jump on the plane the next day. Vaccines have to be at least 14 days before departure. If the country you're returning to after travelling to Thailand requires a COVID-19 test, that's like India or China, you must have medical insurance that covers COVID for the duration of your stay. Flight crews can use their company insurance as proof. Expats with Thai social security coverage are exempt. So if you work in Thailand as a foreigner and you've got the social security with a work permit, that means that your health costs are covered. Thai citizens with a Thai passport are exempt from all vaccination and insurance requirements. Transit-only passengers, so if you're travelling through Bangkok or Phuket or Chiang Mai to somewhere else, in other words, you're not going through immigration in Thailand, you'll be exempt from having to present vaccination certificates or proof of insurance. Now, it's the airline's responsibility to check these requirements at check-in. If the passenger is unable to present these documents, the carrier will refuse the passenger to board. Airlines must adhere to relevant requirements and follow guidelines as appropriate, such as asking passengers to wear masks throughout the journey, except during meals or in an emergency. Obviously, if a passenger shows signs of having COVID, they'll be asked to take a COVID test at their expense once they arrive in Thailand. So obviously a lot of this has been put in place because of the re-emergence of Chinese visitors to Thailand, and that's starting from today. So some flights do arrive today, and obviously they're slowly going to increase, and there are flights arriving on at least Monday to Suvarnabhumi, to Phuket and to Chiang Mai. So there's going to be more Chinese visitors, and these restrictions have been put in place, as the dogs are going crazy there in the background, because of the reintroduction of Chinese travel. So you can argue about the efficacy of COVID vaccines. You can argue about whether China should be letting people travel at the moment, but these are the regulations that have been put in place, and I just repeat that they're going to come into effect from 1 a.m. on Monday morning. That's tomorrow, the 9th of January. Now I'm going to put, this is an article at phuket-go.com. I'll put a link to this article, and it's also down the bottom got a full list of the vaccines that are approved in Thailand. So there's plenty of them there, and just some of the, oh God, can I read this? It's all quite small. AstraZeneca, Pfizer, Johnson & Johnson, just one dose needed on that one. Moderna, Sinopharm, Bharat Biotech, Novavax, Medigen. Most of the well-known ones are there. So anyway, you'll be able to go through that full list. I'll post that information in the description on this video. So that's the latest, and that's the situation, and we'll obviously keep you up to date with any changes to that, whether they make some further modifications, give people some more alternatives if they're not vaccinated, perhaps a 2 or 3 day stay in quarantine or something like that. Anyway, I know it's going to inconvenience a lot of people, and my heart goes out to those people that have gone to all the trouble to come back to Thailand to support the tourism industry here and are now having to face this. Well, maybe it's nonsense, maybe it's not, but that's the situation. So best wishes to everybody. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll be back with our usual TNT coming to you from Chumpon, halfway up the Gulf of Thailand coast on my trip up to Bangkok. Thanks for watching.